Back inside Studio 3, Paul Severino, Dan Plesac, and John Hart. Unfortunately, Dan, they didn't ask you to be on this club. I know you're heartbroken about that, and what you did, you said, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to build the ideal roster. I don't care what teams say. We want our guys going or we don't, who's healthy, who's not. The ideal roster. What do you got?
I think this is going to be the best showing you're going to see from Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. Guys like Giancarlo Stanton already committed, R.A. Dickey already committed. But I think if you're going to look at a team, you need to have some speed, you need to have some power, and you have to have some pieces. So this is what I've come up with. How about Mike Trout leading it off? You have Derek Jeter in the 2-hole, Ryan Braun, 100-plus RBIs. Prince Fielder just drives in runs. Matt Kemp, Buster Posey, David Wright, Billy Butler, and Brendan Phillips playing second base down in the number 9 spot. You could win a lot of games internationally, American League, National League All-Star games with that lineup.
You certainly could. And, I mean, just the lineup alone, you'd think, well, this team's going to be great. But if you go further, if you go to the pitching staff, who do you got?
Well, you have to have some good arms, but I'll tell you what I like. You'll get Justin Verlander, really, best pitcher on the planet. Then you have Clayton Kershaw, David Price, Steven Strasburg. How about Kris Medlen? Then let's go to the bullpen. Lefty relievers, Jonny Venters, gotta really like him to get some big outs. David Robertson from the Yankees, a guy that's an escape artist. And then the best closer in baseball right now, Craig Kimbrel, nailing things down. I'd like to take that roster right now, and even a guy like me could manage and probably get to the final game of the WBC.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very good squad. You got a lot to do to try to top that. What do you got?
Yeah, can I be the general manager?
Yes, you can.
That's what I'd like to do. Listen, it's hard to make a mistake when you come out here. I think when you put mine up, I went for a little more power. I think, again, that's the one thing that we have in our baseball over here that separates us a little bit. You take a look, I've got Mike Trout and Dustin Pedroia. You've got speed and some power at the top. Ryan Braun could be the best hitter going in baseball right now in the 3-hole. Prince Fielder, Matt Kemp, Giancarlo Stanton. That middle of the order gets better. Buster Posey, Evan Longoria hitting 8th, and Troy Tulowitzki, a 30-homer shortstop, probably has never hit 9th in his entire life. But on this club, he doesn't make it. He has to go down and hit in the 9-hole.
Can I critique one thing?
Yeah.
Wonderful lineup, but one left-handed hitter. What's that all about?
Guess what? If you can hit, it doesn't matter. These guys doesn't matter right-handed, left-handers, or ambidextrous. It doesn't matter. They can handle it.
That's why I don't argue with John Hart. You just can't win. Let's take a look at your pitching staff as well, which I can only imagine is terrific.
Yeah, again, I'm with Dan. I've got Verlander, Kershaw, Weaver. I sort of went back to you, Paulie, right, left, right. Jeff Weaver in the 3-hole. David Price, and I've got R.A. Dickey. I'll throw that knuckleballer. And in fact, it takes these starters a long time to get ready. Dickey might throw every game for me. I mean, he's that kind of guy that can do it. Out of the bullpen, I went with Jonny Venters again. I went with Jim Johnson as the setup guy. This guy's done it before, even though he's now a closer. And I went with Craig Kimbrel as a closer.
You look at these two rosters that you guys built. First of all, you look like geniuses.
Yeah.
But, of course, it doesn't look like they're going to lose a game. Either one of these teams would lose a game.
I really have a funny feeling. It seems like, John, that the players this year, I don't know if it's the Joe Torre influence, but it seems like the players this year are much more eager to go ahead and participate and try to win this thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think from a position player standpoint, we're going to be fine. I think because of the timing for us during the season, it's going to be tougher for the pitchers to be in midseason form. I think Joe knows what he has to do. He's going to go a little bit careful with some of the starters, and I think they'll have to put a lot of relievers on this ball club, guys that can go 2 or 3 innings.